Good evening, Sonia. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for tuning in to our live broadcast tonight. I know it has been a minute since we have been here, and we tried to do this earlier today. We did do this earlier today, but I made a mistake and deleted the video after it was over. That's on me. That's on me. So I deeply, deeply apologize for that. I thought I was deleting something else, but then it turned out I deleted what we had done earlier today. So I wanted to come back tonight, and if you were on the live feed today, I'm probably going to repeat a lot of things that you heard earlier today. But of course, I'm always going to try to bring something new into it. As always, I thank you all for tuning in to our broadcast tonight. The title for the night, C.O.P. Criminals on Patrol. It's simple. Criminals on Patrol. I'm going to talk a little bit about the trial. The former Minneapolis police officer who is on trial for killing George Floyd on May 25th last year. We all saw it. The world saw it. God saw it. After the killing of George Floyd by a white police officer, there was a protest in the United States. That protest went global. People got tired. People had had enough. It's very hard to continue to defend the guilty, and they keep making it worse for themselves. And when you come forth and you're their crisis manager and you're trying to do damage control, well, it makes you look super stupid. If we have learned anything this day, May 12, 2021, here's what we have learned. Police officers in this country don't give a damn about us. And it's not just blacks, it's Asians. Any color but black. Any color, but white is the color of choice. Whites is superior. If you're not white, Dominique Jackson, thank you. And look, it feels good to be back. Well, I have missed this, but it feels good to be back. Thank you so much. If you are not white, then you're not accepted. You're not respected. Good evening, Valerie. Welcome. You're not respected. And when you're not respected, in being disrespected, you're treated like an outsider in your own country, your own land. Doing a study, the last 5 years, shootings and killings by police officers for unarmed black people increased. They didn't decrease. Officers shooting white people in the United States the last 5 years decreased. We don't have a problem. We have a crisis. We have a pandemic on our hands that we've had for many years. If they keep doing hurt to us, harm to us, that means, thank you, Dominique. I needed that. Thank you so much. I hope y'all listen to it. That means that my life and your life in this country, it don't matter. You're nothing. You're trash. You're insignificant. You're existing just to be existing. You're like an inanimate object, void of any emotions or understanding. So whatever is inflicted upon us, we can't feel anyway because we are not humans. I don't know how many experts have taken the stand in the trial of that white officer that killed George Floyd. But everyone that I've listened to, if I was sum all of what they were saying up into maybe one sentence, it would be easy to do because they all basically said this. That officer sitting right there killed George Floyd. Mary Elizabeth, good evening to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's what they're saying. Oh, we found drugs in his system. But an expert said, yeah, but the amount of drugs in his system were extremely low. That did not contribute to his death. But he had other medical issues. I don't care what he had. Nothing contributed to his death other than a knee. That's all, a knee contributed to his death. Now we can sit and play with this thing all day long. You can call it what you want to call it, but at the end of the day, it's a homicide. And now the world is watching. And people like me are watching every day, trying to catch everything. Because we don't trust them. It's sad when we have to beg you to do your job, make you do your job, go public so you can do your job, and I still have to watch you do your job. Because if we blink, they're going to do wrong again. So I got to sit here like I'm a school teacher, and you're my student, and you're taking a test, and I know you like to cheat. So I got to put my desk in front of your desk and watch you. That's what I got to do. They said, one expert said, half of the officer's weight was on George Floyd's neck. And he showed proof. He said, see his boot? It's not touching the ground. It's homicide. The medical examiner, the individual who did the autopsy. What's the cause of death, sir? Homicide. Homicide is not suicide. Homicide is not an OD. Homicide is not dying of a heart attack. Homicide means somebody killed this individual. And Lord have mercy, Jesus, we got the hooker on tape. And we're still trying to defeat that. No. That's not what y'all saw. See, I know what y'all saw, but that's not what you really saw. No, that's not. He was high on drugs. And I heard him say, I took a lot of drugs. No, he didn't say that. He said, I've taken no drugs. So depending upon your state of mind, position determines perspective. What you see depends upon where you're standing. I had to come off of Facebook the other day because some white folks will make me find their address and go pay them a visit. White folks say shit to you on Facebook and through social media that they would never say to your face because they're internet thugs. Oh, he was high on drugs, Mr. Scott. He wasn't nothing but a dope addict. But what they're trying to do is rattle your emotions. And I have to watch myself because I will go there. I will go there. Especially when it's bad enough George Floyd is dead, and now George Floyd is on trial. George Floyd is dead, and now George Floyd is on trial. And these racist sapsuckers come with their smart remarks. You're exactly right, Valerie. J-Rock, what to do? Always a pleasure to see you. Now, after they killed George Floyd, the killings of black men in the United States didn't stop. White officers continued business as usual. Police brutality against blacks didn't stop. Business as usual. Racial profiling of blacks didn't stop. Business as usual. So what does that say? Well, for one, it says, we don't give a damn. We're going to do what we want to do. I'm the law. I got a badge and I got a gun. And we're going to get there. We got 2 more stories tonight. I know y'all waiting on it. We're going to get there. But I got a badge and I got a gun. And I got a whole police union behind me to back me up, even in my wrong. Criminals on patrol. Well, Mr. Scott, now don't put all cops in one cup. You know, there's some good cops, and my stupid ass used to believe that. Yeah, you know what? You're right. There are some good cops, but I come to learn that I was lying to my damn self. Let me say this to you. I don't care if you have a relative that's on the police force. I don't care if you're on my live feed and you are a cop. If you are a police officer and you have not left that department and you know what they're doing, then you are just as guilty as they are. Good cops don't stand for that bullshit. They get their shit, pack it up, get their hat, their coat, and they leave. So tell me, where are the good cops at when the bad cops are killing blacks? Where they at then? Right beside them. Why they don't blow the whistle? If you stand for justice, how can you stay at that police station when they're killing people just because they can do it and there's no repercussions? Cops are not scared. There's no consequences they will face. And as long as I don't have to worry about losing my job or going to jail, I'm gonna kill another nigga. I'm gonna beat another nigga. What's worse than what we're seeing with cops today is what these same cops have done in the past, but you and I would never know about. Because the case didn't become a high-profile case, because Al Sharpton didn't get that one. Attorney Benjamin Crump didn't get that one. But there are a whole lot of George Floyds in the ground right now. There are no good cops. Now, when you quote me right. There are no good cops. Good cops leave. That's what they do. And they expose the criminals. We do not expect for cops to become the criminals that they are hired to chase. But good Lord Jesus, every day, we have not finished the trial in Minneapolis. In Minneapolis, police officers, boom, kill another black man. Dante Wright, 20 years old. White woman said, well, Mr. Guy, he was resisting. I don't give a damn about him resisting. He didn't have a weapon. But he was resisting. I don't give a damn about him resisting. He didn't have a weapon. Why would you shoot? Here's the answer for that. Breaking news. The officer that killed 20-year-old Dante Riders is very emotional, and he apologizes, and he said he thought he was pulling out his taser. Good evening, Felicia. Welcome. He thought he was pulling out his taser. Okay. Let me say this to you. And hear me good. When an individual goes to the police academy, they train for the streets. That's all they're doing. They train for the street, the do's and the don'ts. You learn in the academy the difference between a taser and a damn gun. If you don't know the difference between a taser and a gun, your badge needs to be snatched like immediately, right now. It's a different texture with a taser. Most police officers, police departments will tell you this: the taser and the gun, never together. One over here, one over there. But if you got one here and you got one here, when you pull that gun, you know that's a gun. But when you pull that taser, well, that's a taser. That's a taser. It wasn't no damn mistake. It wasn't no mistake. And whether it was a mistake or not, the boy is dead. This is not a do-over. Your apologies don't mean a goddamn thing. Especially to me. You thought it was, that's bull. I believe that lie, like I believe the Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan has a dream of his white daughter saying I do to a black man. Now shoot another shot, because that shit ain't working with me. Anything you tell us, we got to believe. He said he thought. Y'all have heard me say this. You know how many of us are in the ground because an officer, I thought. No. If you're not the mother, if you're not the father, if you're not the family, and if you're not black, you don't see it the way we do. I said earlier today, they beat us, they shoot us, they paralyze us, and then they tell us it's okay for us to respond to the violent act that they have inflicted upon us, but we must not be violent. What? Yes, we don't mind you. We don't mind you responding to what has been done, but we're going to tell you what time to protest. We're going to tell you what time to end the protest, and there will be absolutely no violence whatsoever. I don't hear you telling these trigger-happy cops no violence, no unnecessary violence against innocent, unarmed people. If you're going to talk the talk, then walk the goddamn walk. Tell those cops that bullshit. Where I'm from, we say this: we meet violence with violence. Now when blacks, because it's coming, when blacks start knocking cops on their nasty, funky ass, you're going to feel the heat. You're going to feel the pain. But the only thing about blacks, we silly, we stupid. We don't know how to stop. We keep going, we keep going, we keep going. You kill my people and say, no violence. Bring your Bibles. Bring the pastor. This won't accomplish anything if we are violent. Well, goddamn, maybe you should tell the people in the academy those fucking words. So we just got to accept what y'all are doing to us. We got to deal with it. But deal with it according to your standards. That's what you want us to do. And black people, let me tell you this here. You getting on your knees ain't stopped one damn bullet. If you get on your knees tonight and pray for this to end, by the time you rise up, I promise you, somewhere in the United States, an innocent, unarmed black person has been killed by a white, racist, diabolical cop. History is your best teacher. All the praying you've done ain't a damn thing changed. God gonna handle it. God said, peace and be still. Love thy enemies. Love thy enemies. Pray for those who bullshit. Let me tell you something. They telling y'all to keep quiet. They telling y'all to shut the fuck up. Don't sing them hymns. Y'all can pray, but do this and don't do that. While we think of a lie to bring to the mic this time tomorrow. During slavery days, I understood why blacks said, Lord, to fight my battles up, child, I'm just going to pray and stuff. They ain't got away from here, but they can't escape God. Well, God's going to have his day, but I need my day. I need my day. So what then do you say to the people? Don't meet violence with violence? Where that makes sense at? Where does that make sense? Now you're going to meet. And I'm talking to every police department in the United States. Y'all can kiss my ass. I don't give a fuck. I'm talking to all of y'all. One day, you're going to run into that wrong black person, but it's going to be that wrong white black person, and all hell going to break loose all across the United States. All across the United States. You want us to have pity. You want to lower the flags, Lord, when a cop dies. Bullshit. When you kill a black person, you don't give a fuck about the flag. Don't Lord fuck it, they gone. So you still telling me how to respond to your action. Nothing. Well, when we ran to play, we realized Dante had warrants out. Okay. Okay. All right. But how does a warrant get to a homicide? Oh, I know. Their white cop shot and killed him. That white cop shot and killed him. But that white cop also said, I'm sorry, I thought it was my taser. People, that's bullshit. When this is over, pull up a taser, pull up a gun, call a police department, ask that police department, where do most of your officers or all of your officers wear their gun and their taser? And even if they tell you on the same side, ask them about the feel of it, the texture of it, holding it. Can you tell the difference? I'm going to answer for you. You goddamn right they can. Dante's mother said, before they killed her son, she called him. He called her. He called her. He called her. And that would be the last call. Resisting arrest is when someone resists arrest without a weapon. We do not use lethal weapons to get that individual under control. 15 miles from where they killed George Floyd has happened again. So what we do, y'all? We keep praying, right? Keep praying. That's cute. Y'all pray. I'm gonna be the one that's gonna act our ass. I'm going to be the one that's going to raise some hell, because in order to get some peace, in our lives, sometimes Negroes got to raise some fucking hell. You worrying about the white man's feelings. You worrying about going to prison for standing up for what's right. Don't forget what Congressman John Lewis said. It's okay to get in trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. Good trouble. They don't care about us. They don't give a damn about us. Are they out of control? That's an understatement. A lieutenant, Virginia, brand new SUV. A lieutenant, Virginia, brand new SUV. There is a paper tag in the back of the SUV in the upper right-hand corner. There is a paper tag in the back of the SUV in the upper right corner, visible. The officer said, I stopped him because he didn't have a plate on the car. He didn't have tags. Nothing was there. And then he was driving so slow going to the gas station. Well, when I'm going to the gas station, I mean, probably like y'all, I don't, when I'm getting to my destination, the speed decrease. That's normal. If it had not been for the cam, they would have still been saying there wasn't a paper tag on that vehicle. So do you see how easy it is and how quick they will come to the cameras and fucking lie and expect for you to believe that? Because they're cops. I don't believe a goddamn thing a police officer say. Nothing. Prove it to me. I need to see it in black and white. You'll go in the courtroom, raise your hand and tell the truth and tell a goddamn lie every time and go home. And sleep. Wonderful. The brother was laid back. The brother was cool. The brother was laid back. Cool. Why y'all stopping me? What's going on? What's going on? Good evening, Nicole. Welcome, welcome. Thank you. Someone just said something. Couldn't I catch his name? Louise, good evening to you and welcome back. Well, me too. So I need to know what I've done. And I'm paraphrasing. There's nobody in here but me. My dog's back here. I'm in gear. I'm in military gear. I'm in military gear. I'm a lieutenant. What is it? They didn't give a damn if he was former President Barack Obama. Get out, get out, get out. I've committed no crime and I don't have to get out. Why do you want me to come out? Let's get out. That's not the way it works. That's not the way it works. But not one time did his voice, pass a level 3. Psst, pepper sprayed. The dog is choking. They don't give a damn. They take him out, they beat him. Then they bitch ass on camera. The bitch in him comes out. I'm talking about the cop. The bitch in him comes out. Look, let's do this here. We can go take you on to jail, or I'll take them handcuffs off, and you'll forget about this, and I'll forget about this, and we'll just live a wonderful life. Because, they fucked up. They fucked up. No, we're not gonna forget. You just whooped my ass. Just because you have a badge and a gun, and I need to know how many times a day them motherfuckers do that shit and get away with it. You don't just stop somebody because you can. You don't do that shit. I think her name is Kayla. She says, as an Army veteran, my heart broke watching the video. I salute you for serving your country. We thank you kindly. I'm with you. I'm with you. I watched it over and over, and I'm like, they protect the country. You just protect one damn city. They don't give a damn who you are. have been learning that over and over and over and over and over and over again. They're not going to stop. It's going to get extremely worse before it gets close to getting better. Well, I'm gonna pray. That's your problem right there. You want to pray, sit on your ass, not do nothing. You scared to buck the system. As long as you are afraid to buck the system will boldly oppress your ass. I tell me, always 100, good evening says, they don't care. They don't. They don't give a damn. I like to listen to Lil Boosie there. He's got a song out, he says in it, cops shoot us down on cameras, don't even get convicted, they some dirty bitches. Is he right? You damn right he is. You damn right he is. Some of you all thought when they came up with the body cam, cops would have to now wear these. And they can see everything they do. Well, they didn't tell you that cops have the ability to cut them on and cut them off at their choosing. So if I don't want something, it's off. Boom, boom. Was your cam on? No, I don't know how it went off. God. So we thought the body cam was going to be a lifeline for blacks. That body cam, that dash cam, don't mean a damn thing. They say the video don't lie, and they're telling the truth. And when they look at the video and they see the video telling the truth, they'll edit that sucker to fix the lie that they're getting ready to tell. We're going to release it. Release it now. We're going to release it now. They're not going to do it now. Now they have with this one, but in a lot of cases they won't. What's the hold up? They're trying to edit the video. Don't be stupid. We don't want police reform. We don't want to talk about, my favorite, defunding the police department. Okay, well then, somebody needs to lay something else on the tape, because as far as I'm concerned, we're out of options right now. There's nothing else we can do. Nothing. You rather give a black family $12 million before you put a white man on trial for murdering a black woman in her home. You rather give Breonna Taylor's family $12 million before you see that white man do 12 minutes in jail for her death. You charge that white man with shooting her neighbor's fucking door, but you won't charge, oh my God, really? We'll charge him for the door, and that's it. They got the money, well, we ain't finna convict him, we not gonna even charge him. I think that's earthly sad. And I think it's earthly sad for the family to accept the money. If you want the money, that's fine. Get the conviction in a courtroom first on homicide. Then you talk about the money. Don't take the money too soon, because after you do that, baby, it's over. It's over. Good evening, Abigail. I love you big time. Thank you for tuning in. It's over. They don't care about us. Tomorrow, if the Lord said the same, we're going to come back. We're going to get some things straight. I'm going to bring you some statistics on different things. What's going on in this country is going to get extremely worse before it gets better. When you take, Georgia's governor, you knew I was going to go there. When you look at Georgia's governor, when he sat behind a closed door with other white men, the black woman, Congressman, put your hands behind your back. Now let me say this here. Park was not arrested for knocking on a door. She was arrested for knocking on a white man's door. That's why she was arrested. When President Obama was in office and Vice President Biden, now President Biden, spoke to a group of the NAACP. And if I don't remember anything else he told them, I remember this. He said, they want to put y'all back in chains. And he didn't lie. He didn't lie. That's what they want. We're not supposed to accept voter suppression. But we're going back to Jim Crow. I don't want you to give them niggas any water or food when they standing out there in long lines to vote. If they die, they die. And by the way, pick up them damn boxes, leave about 2 in every city. What the governor just did is to bring back Jim Crow, the 2021 version. Jim Crow, once blacks was allowed to vote and they would line up to vote, the white man had the big pickle jar sitting on the table. Full of what? No, not no damn pickles, jelly beans. Nigga, guess the amount of jelly beans in there, I'll let you vote. The same thing. The same thing. The same damn thing. So we can't give somebody something to drink and it's hot outside. We can't do that. Let me say this. Just because it's legal don't always mean what's legal is right. We're dealing with the same system that years ago used these words in one sentence: legal and lynching. And nothing has changed. What we continue to accept will continue to be dished out. It's time for some of y'all to get up off your damn knees and stop that praying. And let's get to work. Let's get to work. The only thing that's worse than when we find out something about a cop is other things that cop has done and we may not know about. They will pull up a dead man's criminal past before they go and ask the police department for that white officer's disciplinary history. And if it's 20 pages, they'll give you one. He was outstanding officer. Everybody loved him. And when I heard, I'm going to say this and we're going to get out. When former President Obama was campaigning for Joe Biden, he simply said, do not accept the world that they're trying to get you to live in. That's simple. That's easy. If you let a 2021 Jim Crow law stand, that's just the beginning. Next, we're going to put your black ass at the back of that bus again, where you should have always been. So what they're saying is that you have no voice in this country. You are not human. What the fuck you speaking up for? Your word don't mean shit. Your vote don't mean shit. But oh Lord, last year, 2020 November, Georgia went blue. January 2021, ho! Georgia went blue. And that's too much power for blacks to have. Because that's who did it. That's who did it. You can either stand up for what you know is wrong. But, well, let me say this here. Some of you might want to stand up, but you can't. And there's many reasons. One is that you don't have a heart. You don't have courage. You're scary. And my only advice to you is follow the yellow brick road and ask the wizard, what can he do for you? It's too many happy niggas in the United States. It's too many happy niggas in the United States. They got so many of you distracted on simple shit. Cell phones, laptops. I mean, just simple shit. And while you are distracted with that bullshit, they're taking us back, they're taking us back, they're taking us back. And by the time you realize what's happening, we all gonna be on that same damn game. Yes, sir, master. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Comical, right? But it's the truth. It's the truth. Mainstream media won't tell you this, but a black guy like me will. I will. Every time they mess over one of us, they messed over me. I don't have to know them to love and care about them. I don't have to know them to want better things for them. I just have to have a heart. That's it. Everybody is somebody's child, whether you give a damn about them or not. Police reform, okay, whatever. Defunding the police, where do I sign? Tomorrow night when we come back, I'm gonna have a list for you of what I consider police reform along with defunding the police. Nothing nice. Oh, thank you kindly. I love you big time. I got to get ready to cut it because my voice is going out because there was a lot of things I wanted to say, but I couldn't. Now, before I leave, quickly, my condolences to DMX family. I love the brother. I respect the brother, looked up to the brother. We didn't just lose a brother. We lost a friend. We lost a rapper. We lost a poet. You'll never hear me bring up on this show or on my Facebook page his history of drug addiction. You won't hear me say that. Tammy always on says we lost a realist. Absolutely. You'll never hear me say that. You know why? It's not important. When we first broke the stories, after an overdose, he had a heart attack. We don't even bring in overdose no more. We're not trying to act like it didn't happen. I'm choosing not to do it because I don't like the light that it puts him in, as if he was nothing. Some of us are the reason why a lot of brothers and sisters can't get off of drugs and stop the drinking. Because while they're down, we're still putting them down with doing drugs or alcohol. I'm never quick to put anybody down that's done that or that's doing that because, one, I don't know how they got there in the first place. And even if I did right now, that's not an issue. The issue is a brother has died. Family loved him. I watched his fiance when they got to the hospital, holding the child. Even with a mask on, you could see the tears. And she was looking around at the crowd of people showing love for who she loved and they loved. And the tears again began to fall. And DMX was a praying man. You can hear God in some of his music, the same as R. Kelly. I don't think nobody in his family give a damn about the drugs he did. He's not here now. He's not. Some of you have your own addiction. We just don't know about it. We only know about DMX drug addiction because of his celebrity status. Some of you are addicted to women, addicted to men, addicted to your cars, addicted to yourself. So don't be so quick to put people down when you don't know how they got there in the first place. And even if you did, either you help them or walk away. Don't put them down. Don't try to build yourself up by putting somebody down because your life is miserable. But now this is a perfect opportunity. Oh, I can't believe he did that. Well, how long did he do it? They say he lost his. I don't give a damn how long he did it. I don't give a damn what he lost. DMX, mad respect for you, brother. We love you in Louisiana. We do. One of my favorite songs is Up in Here. Up in Here. Y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. Yes. If you know, keep Dante right. Family lifted up in prayer. Verse 2, amen. And remember, they want to put us back in chains. That's the purpose right there. That's it. Everything is riding against us right now. Everything. It's time for some of you black people to stop sleeping with your eyes open. It's time for some of you black people to stop believing the lies that come to the mic after they kill one of us. And lie and say they apologize. Don't apologize for something you know you don't mean, and you know tomorrow, around about the same time, you're going to do it again because you're getting away with it. Black people, proactive is where we need to be. Proactive is where we must be. Nothing Dante did can give an okay for killing him. If you don't know the difference, and we gone, between a taser and a gun, I suggest you leave the force. This is not a do-over. It's not. It's not. I love you. Remember, I am not always right, and you are not always wrong. Y'all have a good evening.